It's theme park news time, which means if you're watching this straight away, it must be Wednesday. Anyway, fast up, some big news. Last year, a metal part from the train of Thrill Dragster severely injured a woman waiting in line at Cedar Point. Last week, after a thorough investigation, we heard that the Ohio Department of Agriculture has concluded that there was no evidence to suggest that Cedar Point had knowledge of or reason to believe that the Thrill Dragster was in an unsafe condition that could cause a hazard to riders, employees, or the public, i.e., that the ride was seemingly functioning correctly on the day of the incident. However, despite this, the park has confirmed that Thrill Dragster will remain closed throughout the 2022 season. It's unclear what's next for the park, with the investigation finally coming to a close. On to some good news. There's a new awesome indoor roller coaster now open at Dubai Hills Mall in the UAE. The ride, named Storm, is an intimate launch coaster featuring a vertical launched ascent. Storm seems similar to the bygone polar coaster concepts, as it follows the inside of a large cylindrical building which encases the entire attraction. The coaster features a multitude of intense drops and inversions, as well as an interesting theme. It even features a pre-show that guests experience before boarding. One ride costs about £10, €12, $13, so it's not exactly cheap, but there aren't many roller coasters around the world like it, so I'm sure Storm is worth the money. Even more good news, Legoland Germany is getting a brand new roller coaster. The Legoland Resort confirmed a few days ago that they'll be expanding the park with a new €15.5 million area, which will include a roller coaster and other supporting rides. This makes it the park's largest single investment since they opened over 20 years ago. It gets more exciting though. Legoland Germany stated, "We're excited to build a worldwide first roller coaster of its kind in a Legoland park." Very interesting. They also go on to say that the coaster will already be accessible for children from primary school age, a first thrill that they can share with their older siblings, and experience for the whole family. Naturally, this limits the size of the ride, so don't expect Europe's next RMC. Ultimately, Legoland theme parks aren't known for their large collections of roller coasters. Many well-known coaster models have yet to be built at Legoland parks across the world, so at this point, it could be anything. A few episodes ago, we heard about a teaser trailer from Drayton Manor, hinting at a new ride they'll be bringing to the park in 2022. Well, we now know what it is. Ride parts have been spotted at Drayton Manor, making it painfully obvious what the new ride will be. You see, Drayton Manor is getting, a drum roll please, a Zamperla disco coaster, with the one with the hill in the middle. Based on the teaser campaign, the ride will feature a Viking theme. Construction seems to be taking place alongside the park's lake, on the opposite side of the lake to Shockwave. Only a few years ago, Drayton Manor was bankrupt, and now they're putting in new rides and attractions. So even if the UK already has 500 disco coasters, it's genuinely great to see the park improving and investing. Here's a shocking piece of news. You know that theme park in Ireland named after a brand of crisps or chips if you're American? Yeah, Tayto Park. It won't be called that for much longer. They recently announced that Tayto's sponsorship with the park will end this year, and instead of renewing it, the park plans to create a new identity from January of 2023. Tayto Park believes that in order to expand and meet their ambitious targets, they need a name that better reflects the rides and attractions on offer. The theme park is set to expand quite rapidly in the future, with the debut of 3 new roller coasters worth more than a combined €30 million. I wish them all the best with their future non-crisp related endeavours. Talking about 30 million something of currency, Leesburg have confirmed that Boulder, their flagship wooden roller coaster, will be closed until the end of summer for a full retrack worth 30 million Swedish krona. A design defect has meant that moisture has been able to penetrate the wood, causing rot to damage the rails. CEO of Leesburg, Andreas Andersson, said, "It's clear that it hurts, but maintenance must be done, and after the repair, Boulder will last a long time." So far, about 1/3 of the ride's track has been replaced, a process which a similar ride, Colossus at Heidi Park, underwent a few years ago. If you're going to miss out on riding Boulder this year, please put a big F in the comments, because that is so sad. And finally, not too long ago, we heard that SeaWorld Entertainment wanted to buy Cedar Fair. Well, SeaWorld released a statement on the matter explaining that their offer to acquire Cedar Fair was rejected. I mean, of course it was. More interestingly, they also said that we do not see a path to a transaction. So for everyone panicking about the situation, you can now relax. Deep breath. Theme parks around the world have been bouncing back from COVID recently, with Disney parks posting their second best financial quarter of all time. It's likely that SeaWorld tried to acquire Cedar Fair while they were down from COVID, but Cedar Fair knew their true worth. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts, and SeaWorld just couldn't see that. So there you go, that's all the exciting news from this week. What we've learned from this episode of Dispatch is that Intamin can't produce reliable rides, and that you need to ride every single Intamin roller coaster in the world before they all crumble and fall apart. Good luck!